It's time for the Playmaker Spotlight with Executive Coach and Vistage Chair, Dick Smith.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Playmaker segment of the Get Down to Business Radio Show. I'm your host, Dick Smith, the CEO's business coach and award-winning chair for Vistage International. And I'm very excited to have as our guest a true entrepreneur on tonight's program, Don O'Malley. Don is president of Formel Industries, headquartered right down the street in Franklin Park. The company started back in 1945 when Don's father, Don Sr., decided to follow his dream. He assembled a cellophane bag machine that would soon outperform many of the brand name models offered in that marketplace. So recognizing his competitive advantage and the opportunity for growth, Don left the world of machinery and instead focused on his bag production. Years later, Don and his bag team built a series of printing presses to add graphics to their bags. So today, 30 years later, under the leadership of Don O'Malley Jr., who's with us tonight, Formel remains focused on technology, developing quality products, and providing the highest level of customer service, specializing in the development of printed roll stock bags, labels, and pouch materials for Fortune 1000 companies all over the United States. So again tonight, pleased to welcome Don O'Malley, president of Formel Industries. Don, welcome to Playmakers.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So Don, what did I miss for our audience? Tell us a little bit more about the business. How did you get started, and eventually how did you become the president of Formel Industries?
Well, I didn't work my way up. I inherited. Okay, my father was seriously ill. There was no one else in the family that had ever been associated with the business. As a matter of fact, no one from the family had been there for 20 years, and the company had kind of imploded, but they needed someone to take over, and I was the logical choice.
Well, you know, you have been the exception to the rule then, because as far as I understand, with second-generation ownerships, there's a great number of disappointments where the business doesn't succeed. And to your credit, you're 30 years into it and very successful second-generation owner. So congratulations. Mm-hmm. So who's the typical customer? I know we said, Fortune 1000 companies in the U.S.
We're mostly focused towards the candy and bakery business.
Okay.
We do candy wrappers, and when you buy a Danish, it's in the clear wrapper that's printed at the gas station, things like that. We do a variety of other niche businesses. We do what they call heat transfer labels. We do demetallization on films. But
what does that mean, demetallization?
Well, if you have a package and you see it's shiny, everybody says, "Oh, it looks like aluminum foil."
Yeah.
We can remove the metal in certain areas, so we can make it transparent.
Oh.
And so you get the nice gloss from the metallization, but then you can have a window or any kind of pattern. We also do it for we demetallize a film, and they use it as the heat label inside a microwave popcorn bag, things like that. Sure, so if you have a sandwich you want to warm up for the microwave, you put one of these sheets in there.
So that's a differentiation. A lot of companies do that, or are you one of the few?
No, there aren't very many people that do that. I was going to say,
so you're focused on differentiation to a great extent.
We've had people come to us and say, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do that?" And so we have our regular focus on our main business, and then we have a few different areas. We do flexographic printing, we do rotogravure printing, we do wide web, narrow web.
So you're really a solution provider to your customers when they come to you and they say, "We have this product, we have this problem with this product, and we need a solution." You create it?
Well, I don't know whether that's true. We have a basic line of products that we make, and then we have experimented in other areas, because you need to grow your business not just in one area, because you never know what the future is going to bring.
Yes.
So we have two plants, one that runs our basic line of products, and we have another plant where we're doing the other types of things. unique
projects, and hopefully they catch on, and you create a real niche for yourself. How often does that happen? Now, how many failures versus successes? It sounds like Thomas Edison question.
Well, I don't know that there have been the failures. The difficult things is selling a unique product. And you have to find that niche. You have to find that prospective customer. With the demetallization, we're trying to actually make circuit boards. So imagine, a heavy circuit board in your phone or whatever. Well, we've been able to demetallize half-mil polyester.
Wow.
And we're looking in various areas just to see if there's something that we can drum up. Heat transfer labels, there's only one other company in the country that makes them, so we went into that. There's another product that I can't talk about right now that we'll be bringing on shortly this year. That's another unique process that this new product has only been made in the Far East. No one in this country has made it.
Wow.
So there's a demand in this country for the product. So we thought, well, we'll give it a shot.
So you figure out a way to deliver it. Good for you.
Yeah. So we'll experiment.
That's good differentiation when you're the only one doing it out there. Good for you. So how many employees do you have?
I only have about 50.
About 50. And how would you describe the culture at Formel? Is culture and your people, are they very important to you? Or?
We're a small business.
A family.
And the only reason we've been successful is because we have really good people.
There you go.
And all the people that are in positions of authority or whatever, managers, office people, all started out. My plant manager started out shipping and receiving. The woman that's really helpful to me, that backs me up, started out catching bags. So, and they're all really loyal, really hardworking people, and my success has been predicated on what they've contributed.
God bless. That's great. So tell me a little bit about, do you have any patents on the stuff that you guys figure out how to do, or
No.
pending? No, you just make it happen.
Right.
And, your intellectual property hopefully is not easy to copy, I hope.
It's
right?
not.
Yeah. Okay, good. So give me an answer to this question for all of our entrepreneurs out there, aspiring business owners who are not quite where you're at. They're at the second year of a 30-year journey as perhaps a brand new entrepreneur or second generation. So what business advice would you give those people?
There's so many things. I think the number one thing is the first objective in business is to stay in business. The second objective is to make money. If you go out of business, then you have to start all over again. If you can keep the doors open, keep things going, you have a better chance of success. And also, most people that start off with a basic idea about what they're going to do, 5 years later, that whole thing has changed.
Ziggy zags.
Yeah, right. So you have to keep yourself open, but you have to keep yourself focused. You have to hopefully make the right decisions.
Do you need to be a change agent and accept the challenge of change, would you say?
You know what? There's no simple answers. There are no simple answers. Every position, every business is unique.
Yep.
And you can't say, well, this works for this, it works for everything. You watch so many people that have been really successful in one business, they go and jump into another business.
Yeah.
Look at Trump.
Yeah.
He thought, well, I'll go in the casino business, go in the airline business and everything. He was a failure. But in the real estate business, he's been extremely successful.
There you go. So he lost his focus a little bit, huh?
You never know.
There you go. So tell me, we've just got a little bit of time remaining. What's your vision for your particular industry or perhaps the packaging industry in general, if you want to speak about that versus imprinted bags and whatever? Do you have a vision for where it's going? Are you concerned that the technology could throw you a curve? Or?
Well, I think like anything, quality. Everything's going to get better and better and better. You're going to get faster and faster and faster. People want more variety. But everything in my business is based on service and quality. Quality is you have to have quality.
Yeah, number one.
Now, our deal where we've been successful is we've always undersold the business. So when you call up, we'd figure out a way to get it done. And we get it done right away. And that's what I think has separated us. You call us on the phone. You don't go into a machine. Someone answers.
Good for you.
You have a problem. You have a need. Whatever. Somebody's there answering it for you.
Good for you. I like that kind of an approach. I don't think you can ever miss if you keep that quality up and that commitment to serve the client.
You treat your customers and your suppliers like you would like to be treated.
There you go. Well, I'm afraid we're almost out of time, but I do want to thank you, Don O'Malley, the president of Formel Industries located in Franklin Park. Thanks for being with us today, Don. You have a very wonderful second-generation success story, and you epitomize the American entrepreneurial spirit.
My son is there for third generation.
Oh, good for you. Let's hope he has great success like his father and grandfather have. So now, how do our audience members find you? What's the best way to get your website?
Well, you can website our phone, you can call me at don@formelinc.com.
Great.
Or call us on the phone.
You got it. All right. Well, thanks again, Don. I'd like to thank our listeners once again for tuning into this segment of Playmakers and the Get Down to Business Radio show. And until next week, I am Dick Smith, CEO, coach, and Chicago Vistage Chair, wishing you a very exciting and successful business journey. Have fun. See you next week.